Hi, I'm going to be introducing eHall Pass. I have been using it for the last 2 days and it has worked really well. So the very first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to log in as a teacher for the first time and get your account set up. It takes about 5 minutes to do that. And then I'm going to also show you how to teach students how to log in and start using eHall Pass. It is really beneficial for knowing where students are and accountability in where they go and how long they're gone for. And once the students get signed up, it's actually really easy. It's 3 clicks of a button and then their pass is created. So I've been asking students to use their cell phones for this, but they can also do it on a computer or any device that they have. So the very first thing is you're going to go to this address, https://www.e-hallpass.com/login. For my room, I have created, and this would be good for anybody, and I can send this out in the email, I have created an eHall Pass QR code with directions on how to use this. And I'm planning on hanging this up at my door so that if students need to use the restroom and they haven't created a shortcut to the website that they're going to use, they can always scan this code. Okay, so for teachers, we are going to be logging in with Office 365. And so for teachers, you're going to want to click that. And you're going to log in with Office 365. And you are going to type in your email. And I have Cassie Teal here with me, who is going to get set up for the very first time. So she's going to type in her district email. And then we're going to press next, and she's going to type in her password. And I would save the password, but she's not going to save the password since she's logged in on my computer, and we're going to accept here. And when you first get into eHall Pass, you're going to see this new release information, August 2018. You can take the time to read this, or you can just scroll through. It kind of teaches you how to use it, but I'm going to go through that. You can scroll down, and you can even watch this video or show students how to watch this video with students. I'm going to go ahead and close. And this is your eHall Pass screen. This is your dashboard, so when a student actually has a pass, you can either have the option to see it here or sign them out on their phone. So I'll explain more about that later. All right, so up here in the upper left-hand corner, you're going to see your name and my profile. And you're going to click on my profile. You can upload an image if you would like. The one thing that you do need to do is select a title. When you select a title, it will actually, instead of having your first and last name show up on the eHall Pass when a student chooses you as a location, it will show up as Mrs. Teal. You want to keep searchable. And then what you're going to do is you're going to type a 4 or 6 character passcode. And I'm going to pause this so that Cassie can create her passcode in privacy. At the bottom of the screen, after you put in your 4 to 6 digit PIN, you will go ahead and save your profile. It's a green button. I went ahead and created a smaller screen so that Cassie's PIN is unique to her. If there is a PIN that's already been used, you'll have to choose another one. And after you press that, you're going to see right here, profile updated successfully. Okay, so in the dashboard, there's a couple things. If you click on dashboard, to know. An active pass lasts for 5 minutes and when that, or 10 minutes, and within that first 10 minutes, the pass is green. After 10 minutes, that pass turns yellow and the students can see that. And then after 30 minutes, it turns this kind of orange color and it ends the pass. And so you know that that student has most likely skipped. And so that would be unexcused. The yellow, depending on the teacher, might be unexcused as well. So it shows you that and as well as the student. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and sign a student in so that you can see what a student interacting between the teacher and the student. So I'm going to pause. Actually, if you have the students, go to that ehallpass.com login. They'll get this screen and they're going to actually log in with Google because their student emails are through Gmail. And they're going to click login with Google. Now I'm showing you this on the computer, but they're going to be using their devices. Okay, I'm going to pause this and get the student over here to help. All right, the student is going to go ahead and type in her school email, the full student email. Press next. Oh. Perfect, and the password. Now on their devices, I would recommend that they save their password, but we're not going to do that on this. Okay, and on their phone, most likely this screen will pop up. Just tell them to scroll through it and press close. And this is what their screen will look like, and this actually looks exactly how it would look if the student were on their phone. So the very first thing they're going to do is right here, search for a teacher location. And any teacher that's using eHallPass, I would recommend for them to add it as a favorite. So I'm going to search Cassie's name, and I'm going to choose that, and it's chosen here, and I'm going to click on this star here, and you will see her name pop up here. I'm going to also search my name. And make myself a star. So any of the teachers that are using this can have the students create where they are. So this is where you are, your favorite teachers and locations. And then they can add their own favorites up here. But right here, choose from admin selected teachers locations. If the student clicks on this, then they have some options here. The restroom, water fountain, locker, library, nurse, main office, and counselor. The two locations that actually need a reason for the pass to leave is the nurse and counselor. Possibly the library, but for restroom, water fountain, locker, you do not actually need to state a reason unless they want to. So for the first one, I'm going to go ahead and choose restroom, and I'm going to choose, the student has to click on the teacher. So where are you? This is the teacher, and then restroom. And then they scroll down and click create pass. What they're going to see on their phone is this red screen. So what you can do is you can click here and enter your PIN, or okay, we're going to go ahead and enter the PIN. So this is if they're handing you their phone. You can sign them out on their actual phone. And when you've done that, it will turn green Light green means go. So on your dashboard, you see the student's name and the time that they have signed out of your room to go to the restroom. And it says restroom right here. When they come back, you can either on your computer say end, keep, or they will hand you your phone. If you're out teaching and out and about, then they can hand you your phone and you can put your password to end the pass as well. So notice this is green because it's an active pass that is 10 minutes or less. So I'm going to end keep, and it disappears. Okay. Up here, this area says only my active and include ended passes. So right now that's not check marked. So these are all active passes. But if you check mark that, it will show you this right here. This is the dashboard is for the day that you're using it. So every day the dashboard will be cleared out and start new in the morning. If you're wanting to know past history, you can go into past history. Oh. Past history here. Wait. Typically, I have the include ended passes uncheckmarked, so I only see the active passes. So now what I'm going to show you is what it looks like if a student goes to the nurse. This is really great because it logs the time that it takes to get to the nurse, how long they're at the nurse, and then how long it takes to get back to class. There's also a really great communication piece that you'll see that the nurse and teacher can have commentary back and forth. So the student is going to go ahead and select the teacher that they're in. They're going to select nurse, and for the nurse they do need to type in a reason, so I'm going to say cough drops. They want to go and get a cough drop, and I'm going to click create pass. And so this is what the student will see, and they have 5 minutes to get this pass signed. If the time runs out, then the student will know that it's just not a good time, and they can create a pass again in a minute. If they know it's not a good time, they can go ahead and cancel the pass here as well. Again, they will see this exact same thing on their phone. This right here also shows how many passes for that day that they have had. And since I've been doing lots of tutorials and using this student, so far this is the 3rd pass created. So on the teacher dashboard, you're going to see that the student has requested to go to the nurse and the reason why. So if you've got this on your computer and see this, you can either approve it or cancel, or if they come up and say, can I go to the nurse, and they have a filled out pass, you can say sure, and either click here in this white section on their phone and pass in, type in your code, your 4 or 6 digit code, or my preference is to do it on the computer. I'm just going to keep this eHall tab open, and I'm going to say approve. Once I've approved it, they are going to go ahead and get this green on their screen. That means it's active, they can go. And because of the trial, I alerted Mrs. Benny to go ahead and be ready for this. The student is not actually here right now. So right away I see that she has been logged into the nurse. So she is at the nurse. She's not been signed out. So this is the time out section here. So you see the out time from the teacher, the in time to the nurse, and when the out time, you can see the out time. Oh, and the student has just left the nurse. It took a minute. and they're walking back, and I can go ahead, and when they get in, I can end that time here. Now, one of the things that we can notice here is that under the comment here, there is 2 comments. So the very first comment, you can click on that, and the very first comment says the student, the date and the time, as well as they went to the nurse for cough drops. The second comment is from the nurse and says student may need to return later to gargle. Okay, so the benefit for this is that I can communicate back and forth with the nurse, but also that the student has this, and so later if they are in 7th hour, they went to the nurse 3rd hour, and then they go to the nurse in 7th hour, they can, and their throat starts to hurt again, they can show their past history to the actual nurse or to the teacher and say, you know, my throat is really sore, and she said to go back to gargle. So then that teacher can see that that student actually needs to go back to the nurse to gargle. So it logs all of this information is accessible for everyone, which I love the transparency of this program. I'm going to do some more demos, and I'm also going to set up a time during Eagle halftime for several days that teachers can come in and I can help you get set up and start using this program. I absolutely love it. The more of us that use it, the better I think it can be. So please join us in trying out this eHall Pass. I know this was a lot of information, but it will be really beneficial. And once students get set up and you get set up, it's really, really easy. So, all right, thank you so very much. And hopefully I'll see some of you join in on this and come and visit, and I can help you get set up either during office hours. For the whole next week, I am going to stay in my office, office hour A and B in room 801, and I can help anybody that needs it. Sometime next week, I will also send out information on an after-school session that I plan on hosting in room 801 as well. So be looking for more information and emails. All right, thanks so much and good luck. Ask me or email me any questions that you have, and I am here to help. Awesome. Great. Bye.